We are in the midst of a demographic shift. A recent report from the CDC shows U.S. birth rates are at a record low, and at the same time, there are a large number of Americans entering retirement age. It's being called the silver tsunami. In California specifically, data shows in a few years, people over 60 will outnumber people under 16 for the first time. By 2030, it's estimated that 1/4 of California's population will be over the age of 60, and the population of adults over the age of 85 is growing even faster. There are challenges and opportunities with this demographic shift. This morning, we welcome Susan DeMora. She is the director of the California Department of Aging. Susan, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good morning.
There's quite a bit to unpack with that data and with those statistics. So first of all, do you feel like there is one solution, or do we even need a solution to this demographic shift?
Yes, we're definitely ushering in a new era in California and nationwide. And our governor and our legislature predicted this. We have a master plan for aging in California.
Before we get to that, answer the question of, do you feel like there is something that needs to change, or do you see it as a problem, in other words?
I see it as an incredible golden opportunity for our state. Today we have 8.5 million Californians who are 60 or older, and they bring lots of opportunities in the workforce as volunteers. Many of them are raising their grandchildren. So it's an incredible opportunity for our state.
You talked a lot about the opportunities here. One of the things I read is that older homeowners, as they pass away and downsize, we always talk about this housing shortage. What are some other opportunities that you foresee?
When we're looking at a group as large as 8.5 million Californians, there's not one pathway. So it's not one homogeneous group where they all have the same needs and the same experiences. When you look at housing, for instance, and our master plan focuses on housing, many people are downsizing, moving into retirement communities, but at the same time, many families are buying larger homes where 2 and 3 generations are living together under the same roof.
What do you see as the challenges when you talk about this demographic shift that we're seeing?
The fastest growing demographic is the 85 plus population, and with advanced age does come higher rates of Alzheimer's and dementia, more medical complexity, and many people outlive their assets and savings and have affordability crisis later in life.
So let's talk about that master plan. It was first released in 2021, but there was a new report that was just issued in January of this year from your office. Explain some of the highlights and what that report shows.
Sure. The Master Plan for Aging is a 10-year blueprint for our state. It takes us through 2030 when 1 in 4 Californians will be 60 or older. We focus on housing, healthcare, caregiving, equity, and affordability. To date, the governor and the legislature have invested nearly $9.5 billion in programs and services for older adults and their families.
So it's something we are going to be talking about for many, many years to come, for sure.
Many years, many years.
Thank you for being with us this morning. We appreciate it.